Om Agnanatimirandhasya Gnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सह गणललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. So I welcome all of you for today's Arthaśāstra Vicāra, which is our last class in this. So in this module, today we'll be discussing about the 20th chapter and 21st chapter. We have two chapters. I have to finish in this first Adhikarana. So the 20th chapter, Nishanta Pranidhi. The chapter name is Nishanta Pranidhi. That means construction of the king's palace. So how the palace of the king has to be constructed so that there will be enough security will be there. So this is the one of the important aspect, because king is protecting himself from all the different his own people and also from others. And one of the important aspect, whenever there is a difficult situation, there should be a way to escape from that place. So that's why, and also it should be very protective, should be protected place. So that's why the palace of the king should be very carefully designed. So some different thoughts so Chanakya is giving on this. We are going to see the different models, whatever he is proposing. Just a few examples. So then after that also we understand how to protect the palace from the fire. What are the various techniques so can be used, and also how he has to be careful in meeting his queen, and so on. So things are discussed in this chapter, and also in the next chapter also we see how to protect himself from the poisoning the people, and so on. So today we'll be discussing. We'll begin now. Let me just share my screen. So I'll be going little with good speed, and it's just information. There is nothing much to discuss, and yeah. So Nishanta Pranidhi, that means construction of the king's palace. Vastuka Prashaste Deshe Saprakara Parikadvara Dwaram Aneka Kaksha Parigata Antahpuram Karayet. So how his house, in which place. So king's house has to be constructed in such a place where there is the Vastu, according to Vastu, it is verified. So that we have to select the place. And so here, harem means along with the palace, so the different other like the place to bathe and place to sit, everything is considered as harem. So this is the total, is known as Antahpuram actually. Can you? Oh. Yeah. So that means the place where he stays along with his palace with other facilities is known as harem. So there that where it should be constructed, where it is the place, the site should be properly verified based upon the Vastu. Vastu is also science actually, which definitely helps. So by following that, it will protect from the different evil forces, and also it will be protective in a different calamities and different things. The subtle energies, effect of subtle energies, unwanted energies, so will be less. Okay. So that's why Vastu also has to be considered. It's also science actually. So next thing is place is okay, and also that building, that palace should be having the a lot of doors, and also different kinds of the prakara, that means constructions, ditches, in such a way it should be, and compartments, different, so rooms, so and so. Now after that he is giving the different options. So that means details he is giving, that king's residential place, that means palace, should be inside to the Mohana Griha. Mohana Griha means, so delusive chamber, it is translated as a delusive chamber, means, so it will be, if you enter into that, it will be very confusing actually. You cannot come out if you enter into that. So that kind of, so building has to be constructed inside to that king's residential place should be there. So that is one option. And before that, first option is like how the treasury house, Kosha Gruha, treasury house, how it was constructed, the same way king's residential place also should be constructed. This is one idea. That means generally treasury house is having a lot of security. The same kind of security measures has to be followed for constructing the king's palace. Or otherwise, king's residential place should be in a delusive chamber, Mohana Griha. This I think is given. Or otherwise, one more option is given. So it should be having the ditches, and that means secret passages inside the, and on top he should be staying, and there are the secret ditches are there, and whenever there is a difficulty, immediately he can, through the ditches, he can easily come out and he can go away from that place. And also there is a, those ditches has to be covered with the what, with the wooden doors on that. So the goddess, that means nearby goddess, that means whoever is there in that nearby goddess, so her figure has to be there on that. What is the reason? So because they will understand it is altar. they'll simply think it is an altar inside this altar. And such a doors should be used to close these secret passages. And also there should be whatever the steps to go that to that passage should be also inside to the walls, or otherwise inside to the hollow pillar. It should be like that. So these are the different security measures he has given, and I'm not discussing so detailedly, but just giving the in detail. So like this, different security measures has to be taken. So then these kind of security measures, who are studying this book, they are also coming to know. So that's the Chanakya is saying, I said something, but your classmates also will come to know this thing if you construct this kind of thing. So that's a better. You can, in the similar way, you can use the different ideas to construct your own residential place. So this is the thing he said. Next, how to protect this kingdom, this place, king's residential place from the fire. That is being said here. Protecting the place from the fire. Manushagnina tirapasavyam parigatam antah puram agniranyo na dahati. So someone may put fire to the palace. Then to save that palace from the fire, then what is the technique he is saying? You should circumambulate the Manushagni in apradakshinam. That means in anti-pradakshina. So actually we do pradakshina in the what? Clockwise. So that means you should rotate this fire in anti-clockwise around the total palace. What is that fire you should use? You should use the Manushagni. Okay? Manushagni you should utilize. Where is the pen? One second, I'm. My pen is there. Where is the pen? उधर ही रहेगा उधर ही रहेगा नहीं उधर नहीं देखो है इसी का उधर ही रहेगा Actually, we are looking for fan. Where it is? So look it. इधर पेन चाहिए. Okay. So Manushagni. So you should circumambulate in anti-clockwise to that Okay, to the palace. What is the Manushagni? That maybe you're getting it out. So like Manushagni is defined in other places. It's a fire. When you use the fire to generate a fire by using the black bamboo and the bones of the enemy. So who is killed? So that means enemy is killed and from his body bones are taken out. So that means we have to use the bones which are which the bones of the person who is killed by the enemy, and that person's bone we should use bone plus so this black bamboo. By using these two, so if you should produce the fire, and that fire is known as Manushagni. Or otherwise, one more thing is okay, I got my pen. This and black bamboo. You are able to see. Screen is shared on. No?
No, Prabhuji.
This is the bone of a person who is killed by enemy. And that this bone and this black bamboo, if you use so using this bone and you should produce by rubbing these two, they'll make hole, and by using this bone inside and they'll churn it, then fire will come. That fire is known as Manushagni.
ठंड लग रहा है क्या?
Or otherwise, you can use another bone also. What is that another bone? Someone for whom death sentence is given, and he was killed because of the death sentence. Okay, and that person's bone, that person's body also you can take out the bone. That means who got the death punishment. So his body, from that body, bone will be taken, and that bone also can use to produce fire with the black bamboo. That is also known as Manushagni. This is explained in Atharva Veda. So if you rotate this fire in anti-clockwise direction for 3 times around the palace, then what will happen? This palace is now cannot be. That means any fire cannot burn this palace now. That is a thing. So actually, Atharva Veda is filled with the Abhichara yoga. You know Abhichara yoga, black magic. So all these kind of things you can find there. That is known as Manushagni. Or otherwise, you can do one more thing. This palace, the king's residential place, if you want to make it free from fire, you can apply some paste. That paste is made from a tree. So a tree which is burned because of thunderbolt. When thunderbolt falls on this tree, it will be burnt out. And use that burned tree, and also mud from the ant hill. Mud from ant hill. And also one more thing. So that means this tree has to be burnt out and produce the ash, which is burned by the thunderbolt. So, but it died actually. When thunderbolt falls, this tree will die. Then you burn that, and ash will come. That ash plus mud from the ant hill, plus you should use, and water. What you should use the water which is like the what we say. Sometimes the ice bricks, ice stones are falling now from the sky in the rainy season. What do we say that? Ice stones they fall. Ice.
Hail.
Huh?
H-A-I-L.
Hail. So those ice. So you should use the water from those hails. Mix that your water to produce the paste. And that paste, if you apply to this palace, then this palace will be free from the fire. Fire cannot burn it. Okay, these are the techniques he gave. Chanakya gave. Maybe you can find so many other techniques. How to protect the place from the fire. Okay, next. And sometimes, yeah. So there is a chance to have these snakes. That means some people enemy may leave the snakes there, near to the palace. That means in the harem. So then how to identify this? So then here Chanakya is giving the different techniques, how to identify those. So Jivanteshvita amushkaka pushpa vandakabir akshive jatasya shvattasya pratanena va guptum sarpa vishaniva na prasahante. So you can make sticks actually. These sticks are made danda, that means stick is made by using the different flowers and also different plants, leaves. Different plant leaves are used. What are those? Jivanti, Shweta, Amushkam, Pushpavandakam. So these are the different leaves. These leaves can be used. I don't know any in English actually. It is there in this. Poisonous snakes will not dare to enter into such a buildings as are provided with the Jivanti, Shweta. So Mushka, Kapushpa. He also doesn't know. He put question mark. And Vandaka. So these are the different plants actually. Maybe you can Vriksha Ayurveda, we can find all these details. So there is a different organizations are there who are doing research on the herbal plants. FRLST in Bangalore. So such a places you can find actually the details. And these plant leaves you should use to make a stick or a danda. And if you keep that danda at your place, then snakes will not come. Okay, and also the different set of the so these details you can see. Next, if you have there in that surroundings to that palace, cats are there. Cats, peacocks, mongoose. These are all. So, and also the deer, spotted deer, eat up snakes. If anyone leave the poisonous snake, those will be can be immediately attacked by the cats. Cats, they eat the snake. So that's why cats, peacocks should be there, mongooses, and so and so. And one more thing. So parrots, they will immediately identify. So what they will do, if there is a poisonous snake is there, even in the villages, in our village also, if snake is coming, immediately the birds will become very alert. Also, rats also will become very alert. If rat is running so quickly, you should understand that there is a nearby snake is there. Or otherwise, sometimes birds are chirping. So they'll do the different sound actually when they see the snake. They're like small sparrows. They'll do the different sound than the regular. So then immediately you understand that near the place there is a snake. Even we will sleep, immediately we will wake up and think, oh my God, snake already came here. So these are different techniques now. How the different birds are reacting for the snakes are given here. So parrots, Chilaka gorinka, that means parrot, and minas and Malabar birds. So shirk when they perceive a smell of snake poison. And even the snake poison, if they get the smell, that means anywhere it is there mixed or anywhere it is there, it's drop, or snake is just, it will be releasing out. Immediately, these birds will be coming to know. Next, heron. So crowncha, that means swans in the vicinity of the poison. The pheasant feels distress. So the pheasant feel distress. That means it will be not active. If the poisonous in the vicinity, there is a poison, immediately it will feel that. And the youthful cuckoo dies. The eyes of partridge, that means chakora, are reddened. So these are the symptoms you can see in the birds. If there is a poison, yeah, poisonous snake is there, or is a using poison, someone attacked. So then immediately these things will happen. Thus remedies shall be okay. Next, Prashtakaksha Vibhe. One more thing. So then, how the construction should be? That means the construction we have seen, and apart from this construction, there are the different the rows. First is king's, in front and back of the king's palace. What should be there? Those things are explained here. In the front to the king's place, first of all, back, in the back side to the king's palace, if suppose is a king's place, and is a front, if you take, and this is a back. So what should be there in the back row? In the back row, Prashtha Kaksha is 3 ratio. That means here the queen's place, that means all the women will be staying. And back to this, what should be there? Back to this Garbha, that means where the, so women who are going to give delivery, get the delivery, so their house will be there. And next, behind to that, the Vyadi, that means who are having the diseases. In Antapura, people might be in diseased stage. So for them, so there is separate. Is a diseased people's space. And even in the back to this, there should be people who are about to die. That means hopeless patients. Hopeless patients, that means there is no hope for their survival. So such a people should be here. And even back to this, there should be lot of different Uruksha, that means trees, different trees should be there, and also deep wells. Deep wells. And here only, near to this place, so then Cha Bahihi. So then after that, somewhere even in the deeper to this, there the Rajakanya, that means girls. Girls will be kept here. And what should be this is the palace of the king, the king's residential place. Then king's residential place in front, what should be? Front also is discussed. Front should be the place Purastad Alankara Bhumi, where this is the place where he can decorate. King decorates himself in this place. Then in front to this, what should be there? In front of this, the place where he can do the meeting with the different ministers and also different government officials. And in front to this, there should be the place where the Rajaputras, that means the princes, the protectors, that means who take the charge, whoever taking the charge of the princess, those people will be staying here. Or otherwise, sometimes people they say prince will be staying here, like this. Okay, and this place is very, very secret place. Secret means if you enter into this, you cannot come to know how to come out. Such a difficult place this is. Like that. Or otherwise, it should be having the down different sarangas, that means secret passages to come out like this inside. Okay, this is some brief understanding he gave. Anyway, we can see these things more and more in the Arthaśāstras also, and also in our Haribhakti Vilasa, for how to construct the temple is given actually, how the temple should be constructed. But this in the Arthaśāstras, you can see how to construct the palace, king's palace. Okay. Next, whenever this queen, so that means woman is staying here. This is the place for the queen or the Antapura Stri, that means harem's woman. So that means queen means not one woman is staying. She might be having so many servants. All they stay here. So now king should not go from his palace to the queen's place. It's very dangerous. So why Chanakya is saying that at any time king should not go to his queen's room. That is not recommended. If he has to come to his place and he will meet in his place only, because he is giving the several reasons. Stavira Stri Parishuddham Devim Pashyet. That means once this woman is queen is nicely tested, then only she is allowed to enter into the king's place. Stavira Stri Parishuddham. That means old woman will be checking the queen before meeting the king. Then she will allow. So this is a system. Because the reason is Devi Gruhe Lino hi Brata Bhadrasenam Jagana. Chanakya is giving the several examples when king entered into the queen's place, residential place, room, and so he was killed. There are several examples are there for this. So those are given here. Just we will be seeing those quickly. Who are those? Devi Gruhe Linoho Brata Bhadrasena. One king was there, Bhadrasena, his name. He went to one time to queen's room. Devi Gruha means queen's house. And there the king's brother, Brata, is hiding. And he attacked the king and he killed. That means his brother only is hiding there and he killed. So that is the one incident. And also Matu Shayantar Gatascha Putra Karusham. Karusham is the one king name. He was killed. So he was killed by the son who is hiding under the cot of mother. In mother's room, there is a cot, her sleeping cot. And down to that he was hiding, and immediately he attacked and killed the king. Karusham. Next, one more thing. Lazana Madhuneti Vishena Paryasya Devi Kashi Rajam. So Kashi Raj is also killed by queen. So she was mixing the poison into the chipped rice. So it's a type of rice. In that she mixing, he went to her room and there she offered the food. It is mixed with the poison, but it looking like the she's saying that she was saying it was honey, but actually it is poison, and he was killed. Kasi Raja was killed. So that's why anything can happen. And also Vishadigdhena Nupurena Vairantyam. So another one more king, Vairanti. He was killed by the queen's Nupura means, this for the nose they will wear, this kind of ring. So she was having poison to that ring. And using that poisonous ring, which is on her nose, and using that she killed. Next, Mekalamanina Sauviram. Mekalamanina, one second, what is Mekalamani? So Mekalamani means, so she was having the waist belt. To the waist belt, inside she was having the stones. Using those stones, she killed. Next, Jalutam Darshanena. So one more king, Jalutha. Jalutha is the king name. He was killed by the queen. Queen was having the mirror, and she applied poison to that mirror, and using that mirror, she killed him. So, and Venyam Gudam Shastram. So Krutva Devi Viduratham. So Viduratham is a king, and his queen killed him. She was hiding her shastram, that means a knife. Knife is there in her hair. Veni means, so that's hair, her hair. So if they make the nicely decoration, that is known as Veni actually. So for the Radharani also we decorate like that, Veni. So in that she is keeping the knife, and with that she killed. So that's why Chanakya says that king should not go carelessly to the queen's house. It's a very, very prone to have the death. It's a dangerous place. And that's why, so Chanakya says, queen, if she wants to meet, or king, he wants to meet queen, she has to be verified, first of all, by the old ladies thoroughly, and then only she is allowed to meet the king. So that is the thing. Tasmat Etanyaspadani Pariharet. Very good chance is there to happen all this. So she has to be checked in all the ways and sent to meet the king. Next, what Chanakya says, Munda Jatilaka Jatila Kuhaka Pratisansargam Bahyabhischa Dasebihi Pratishedhayet. So now king's place is there, then sometimes, like you see, Mundakas and Jatilas means who are shaved head people. That means they are looking like sannyasis. And are the Jatilas means who are having the long hair. Those people may come to meet this woman and they may come and to meet. So king has to take care that no other person can come and meet outside person. Strict restrictions should be kept. So that otherwise what will happen? Gudachari may come, spy may come, and he may try to get the information from the palace, and he will take that to the enemy king. Enemy king may appoint the spies in the form of Mundaka and Jatila. And that's why, because whatever the ways we found to appoint the spies, so for the other's case, that means opposite king, same opposite king also can apply his spies also in this king's place. So that's why king has to take care of all these things. It should be taken care nicely. And he should verify, and he should not allow to meet others. That's Munda Jatila Kuhaka Pratisansargam Bahyabhischa Dasibhi Pratishideyata. For the queen, she's having so many maid servants, and king also is having the maid servants. So to serve king also, some things are done by the maid servants only. So all those things, that means all these maid servants restricted, that means to not to meet any outside person at any cost. Okay. So nachenaha kulyaha pashyayur anyatra. Nachenaha kulyaha. So pashyayuhu anyatra. Garbhavyadi samsthabhyaha. Even these people, even this means these people may come to this place also. Vyadi Garbha. Garbha means so pregnant women they stay. And Vyadi means diseased people. From this also information may leak actually. So that's why here also you should take care to not to allow them. Then Rupa Jivaha Snana. So Parigharsha Suddha Sariraha Parivartita Vastralankaraha Pashyayuhu. Rupa Jivaha Snana Pragharsha Suddha Sariraha. So Parivartita Vastralankaraha Pashyayuhu. Even sometimes prostitute women, they may come and meet the queen or king. At that time, she has to clean her body completely and remove all the decoration and come plainly and meet. So with plain dress, she should come and meet. Not with the decoration, because if she come with the decoration, so there is a good chance she can keep anything inside in the decoration. Plain, no jewelry, nothing. So such a way they should come and meet. Ashitikaha Purushaha Panchashat Kaha Striyaha va. So Mata Pitru Vyanjanaha Stavira Varsha Varabhyagarikascha Parodhanam Socha Socham Vidyuhu. Then king has to appoint 80 years old man, or otherwise 50 years old woman. 50 years old woman. So he should appoint these people to check the cleanliness of the queen and also the servants, maid servants of the queen, and whoever is working inside. All those people has to be the woman, especially in this queen and her maid servants. Their purity has to be checked by the spies. What is the age limit of this spies? 80 years old man and 50 years old woman. This kind, at least this should be there. Those will be meeting here, all the different women in the name of some maid servant's father as a mother. They will come and stay there, and they will be so verifying the purity of the people. Okay. Purity of the queen and so on. So otherwise, queen might be having the relationship with someone, and there can be so any danger for the king. So she should be very careful. Okay. So finally, Swabhumocha Vashet Sarvaha Parabhumocha Nasancharet Nacha Bahyena Sansargam Kaschid Abhyantaro Vrajet. That means any servant, maid servant, or in the palace also servants are there, or otherwise doorkeepers are there. All those people, they should not move out from their working place. Nobody should move other than their limited space. This is a restricted, that means it has to be observed. This is one thing. King has to take care of this thing. Nacha bahyena sansargam. And also, no one should meet outside people. And kaschida abhyantaro vrajet. And inside also, they should not meet. Two people meet and so keep on discussing the things. No. Even this is applicable to our temples also. So because they do the politics then. They sit together and they keep on cooking the different so plans to so do the things. So that's why nobody should move from their so limited region where they're having the need to go and work. That's all. Nacha bahyena sansargam kaschid abhyantaro vrajet. They should not go out, and also they should not go inside where there is no need for them to go. Next, sarvam cha avekshitam dravyam Nibaddhagama nirgamam. Nirgached adhigachedva. Mudra sankranta bhumika. Anything enter into this ultimate this palace, anything is entering from the outside. Any object, maybe that's flowers, or that may be food, or that may be the jewelry or weapons, anything. Everything has to be first checked actually. There should be a checking office. And it should be checked, and after that, there should be a seal. Seal has to be put on this. That means it is verified. And that seal should be available only with the checking officer. Nobody can access that. After having the seal, only it should come inside. That means that object is very thoroughly checked. And also similarly, any object is going out, that should also properly checked. That means nothing should be, no information should go out. And inside they may keep this some kind of papers, writing the message, or something they might be so drawing something on that and passing the secret information about the king. So that's why all the objects has to be very thoroughly verified. And after that, seal has to be put. So that further anyone is going to check where from this object, that is verified, like that they will come to know. So then only, that means gate pass is very strict actually, maintained very strictly. So that should be done. This is the construction of the king's palace. We'll go to the next chapter. Atmarakshitakam. That means self-protection. King's self-protection. Whenever kings wake up, so he will be surrounded by the different types of people. So like Stri Ganaihi Dhanvibihi Parigruhyate Ditiyasyam Kakshayam Kanchukoshni. So they are the different circles. Whenever kings wake up, Shainadutitah means once king is waking up, then he will be surrounded by the different types of people. So that means he will not be alone. So he will be having the security in different layers. So who are those? In the first row, actually, women, that means who are going to help him to get the bathing. So woman row will be there. Then after that, that means they are also Dhanas, that means they are having the arrows, and Dhanvibihi means arrows and so with weapons, they will be giving the protection to him in the first row. Then Ditiyasyam Kakshayam, in the second row, that means who will be there? So I don't know this. Kunchakalu, that means someone who is having the good protection for the head. So those wearing the like Rajasthan, those wear na. So pagadi. So who are wearing the pagadi, those people are in the second circle. I don't know. I didn't understand why he is saying this thing. And in the Tritiya, so Kubja and Vamana, that means Kirataihi. So in the third circle, Kubjas will be there. And Vamanas means short head, short height, who are having the short height. And Kirataihi means, so who are from the forest coming, those people. And in the fourth layer, so mantris, ministers will be there. So like this, whenever he wakes up, after this, these people are in the protection actually. If protection means maybe, I think actually, so wherever that means all the different layers of security is given for him. This might be the reason actually. Next, Atmarakshana means that only. That means that security measures, different layers of security that is mentioned here. Next, Pitru Paitamaham Maha Sambandhanubandham Sikshitanu Raktam Krutakarmanam Janamasannam Kurvita. Whenever king wants to keep someone very close to him, he has to keep such a person who is having the relationship with king from the generations, from his father or the grandfather, from that generations. So who is very much known, or that kind of relationship is there, and also who is very educated, and also who is successful, and such a people only king should keep beside to him, not everyone. So na anyato deshiyam akrutarthamanam swadeshayam api akrutopi gruhita. Even he should not keep. So anyone who is unknown to him, so are the foreign person, not only unknown, foreign person he should not keep. Foreign person from the other countries or from his country also, whom he don't know, he should not keep. He whom he knows from the childhood, and in and out he should be knowing. So such a person only should be with him. From the beginning he knows. Because if someone, if you unknown, if you keep is beside to you, and it will be very danger. So with whom they are meeting and what they are planning behind to you. So that's why only those people who are known from the generations, in and out, you know, such a people only very close to you, not others. Okay, this is the thing. Next, na anyato deshiyam akrutarthamanam. Akrutarthamanam means, so someone who didn't get any benefit from you, and who is foreigner and not got the benefit from you. So such a foreigner you should not keep. Swadeshiyam api akrutopa gruhitam. So that means someone got the punishment because of the king, and such a person also should not be close to him. And he once again he has taken back into the his post. Such a person should not, but of course he belongs to his own country, and such a person also should not be close to the king, because of that punishment he may get the any trouble, any, that means revenge he may take at any time. So that's the thing. And finally he's saying that antar vamshika sainyam. Antar vamshika sainyam means, so inside the palace, so like bodyguards. So bodyguards of the king has to protect him all the time. Rajanam antahpuram cha rakshet. That means wherever he moves, inside the parks are there, and different recreation, for recreation also places will be there. Wherever he goes, always these bodyguards should be with him. Next, Gupta deshe mahanasikaha sarvam aswada bahulyena karma karayet. So for the king, whatever food, the food preparation should be done in a secret place. Okay. And also whatever is served to the king, that has to be tested by that main cook, chief cook has to check every item, whether is there any chance of mixing the poison or not. Then only that should be served. After this checking only he has to eat. First of all, what? He has to offer his food. So tathaiva pratibhunjita purvam agneyi vayobhyasya balim. So that means first he should give the bali to the Agni, that means offer to the oblations to the law, that means Lord actually, Agni. And Vayobhya means for the Bhutas. Bhutas means birds. So that should be given to the birds first. Then only it should be taken. Okay. It's looking very complex now. It's very complex means that's the position. King is like that. Next, Agner Jwala Dhuma Dhumanilita. So Shabdaspopanam cha Vishayuktasya Vayasam Vipattischa. Now we are going to study identifying the poisonous food. How to identify the poisonous food? If someone mixing their poison in the food, so then what will happen? If you put that food in the fire, why you have to offer to the fire and after that you should take? So by putting the any poisonous food in the fire, so then what will happen? You know what you know? So when you put a poisonous food in the fire, then what will come? So then blue color smoke will come from that. This is the indication actually. So immediately you can come to know there is a poison in this. And if you give to the birds, then birds, if they are eating and immediately falling down, so dying, then there is a poison. So that's the first you should offer to the Agni and birds. Vayavaha means birds. And also if there's a poison is there, blue color, so smoke will come and also sound will come. That means that kind of sound will come. And birds, if they eat, immediately they'll die. So this is the way to test the poison. Food is having any poison or not. Annasya oshma. So mayuragri vabha shaityamashu. Then what else? So boiled rice is there, boiled food. So in that poison is there, then what? So that poison will be forming the color in that food. What kind of color? If you see the peacock that throat, the color whatever is there, that's a bluish, dark bluish. That kind of color will be formed in the boiled food. If poison is mixed, you can easily identify by that color. And next is, and also it will become immediately cool. So in the boiled food, if poison is mixed, the heat is a heated food, and poison is there, then what will happen? Color will change. There will be some layer will be forming. You can see on the slide. That means like a rainbow. So colors are there in that. That's a violet type color. So the peacock, so throat, that color you might be seeing in the like strips, or otherwise it will become immediately cold. This is the one thing. So next thing is, and also if you just that boiled rice, if it is mixed, or the boiled food, if you mix it, then what will happen? You'll be getting the color actually in the hands. That means color means that rice, if you just break it with the hand, the color of the food will be changing. This is the one thing. And next, and also if that's a boiled food, the wetness, if poison is mixed, very soon the wetness will be out. Wetness will not be there. It looks very dry. Immediately it will become dry. These are the different symptoms of the poisonous food. Next thing is, in the vegetables, in the sabji, if they mix the poison, then what will happen? That sabji will become dry. It will become very dry. This is the another way to find the mixing of poison in the sabji. And if you boil that sabji, which is the poison is there, then what will happen? The sabji will be breaking. Like if you boil the buttermilk, and what will happen? It will be broken, like milk. If you add some little buttermilk and if you heat it, then what will happen? It will be breaking. Then sabji also will be breaking. So this will happen. And also, so some blackish type foam will, that means not foam, foam will be formed in that vegetable. Then you should understand there is a poison in that. And also that there will be no taste and also no smell. And so, and also there is no touch, proper touch also will not be there. In the vegetable, if it is mixed. This is the way to check. Next, in the liquids, if they mix the poison, then how to identify? Then the answer is given in the liquid. Then the liquid's the color will be changing. That means maybe that's a rasna, as a reddish color, rasna, reddish color. If the poison is mixed, compared to regular, the color will be reduced. The brightness will not be there. The color will become dim if poison is there. This is the one thing. So to identify, so the poison, mixing of poison in the liquids. And one more thing. And there will be, if you keep some time, foam will be forming as a small, like tablets. So like that, it will be forming there. And also there will be, so strips you will be seeing. In this, strips will be there like this. Poison is mixed. So in that liquid, strips will be formed. This is the one thing. Next, so if they mix poison in the ghee, then or otherwise in the different oils, or otherwise in the sugarcane juice, then what will happen? You'll be seeing the strips in the ghee. If you mix poison, it will be forming the yellowish strips, lines, bluish, sorry, not yellow, bluish. And also in the milk, if they mix, reddish poison will make the reddish strips or lines, small lines like this are formed. And if it is mixed, poison is mixed in the honey. In honey, if you mix poison, then it will make the white color. So lines. In the milk, red color. In the ghee, blue color. And in curd, if they mix, then it will become, curd will become yellowish. So, okay. Like this is the way to understand mixing of the, we saw the food, rice, that is boiled rice. Next, vegetables we saw. Next, we saw the liquids, that means like the ghee, curd, milk, so and so. Next thing is, we are going to the next item. Next item is fruits. So if they injected the poison in the fruits, like apple is there, or so pomegranates, if poison is given, then it will be shrinking. That means murja jate hain. That means they will become old. They will become like a wrinkled and shrinking. This will happen. And if you boil it, immediately it will look like, if you get doubt and if you boil to check, it will get the dark blue color. Dark blue color it will get. This is the thing. Next thing is, there's a dry items. Like dry items means gentikalu. That means some kind of, what do you say in English? Some snacks, dry. That means like the basin, they will make, na? What do you say that? Snacks with the basin, they will make basin flour. So such a snacks, if in that such a snacks poison is mixed, then how to identify? So those will be breaking. That means if these are hard, generally by nature they are hard, and if you mix the poison, that will become very smooth. And some snacks which are very smooth, and if you mix the poison, then it will make it opposite, hard. So that is the symptom actually. So soft thing will become hard, and hard thing will become soft. And also, simple thing is, if small ants, they come there and to eat, they will immediately die by eating those. That means at the eatable place, if you are seeing something is dying, then you should be understand that there is a chance is there to have the poison. And also, sometimes they may apply poison on the sleeping beds, on the blankets, and different pillows. Then how to understand the poison here? Or otherwise, so then if poison is there, is poison is sprayed on that, it will make the black circles. It will be making the black circles. So that's why he'll be using the pure white kambal. Then if poison is sprinkled, immediately it will make black circles on that. And also these, because of poison, heavy poison, the threads, those will be falling out. That also can happen. And it looks, yeah, and also from the sometimes whatever wearing, he might be wearing the different jewelry, and that also poison they may apply. How to identify? So on the jewelry, if poison is applied, this jewelry will become into a blackish color. That means some kind of blackishness will be coming. So this is the way to identify. Okay, on the jewelry. And also those will not be smooth. Some smoothness will not be there. And the weight also will reduce. Weight may be reduced. And also the glow may be reduced. So these are the different symptoms. Okay. This is a way to understand the application of poison. Vishaprayoga. Okay, next. How to identify? If you are seeing whoever is serving in that circle, involved in serving or bringing, if someone's face is becoming black and getting the sweat and getting the jrumbana, that means yawning and shivering and also shaking, doing the mistakes and not hearing the others, and while speaking, seeing here and there, that means sights. If these symptoms are seen in anyone, in the servers, in the regular people, you should understand that something is wrong, and not able to stand at one place. So these are the different symptoms. This is a common sense actually, is the teaching actually very important point. Chanakya is teaching day to day also, it's applied. So because he did mistake and he mixed something in that poison in the food, so he'll be having this kind of symptoms. And that's why whenever king eat his food, immediately beside to him, doctor should be there, who is going to treat from the poison with his medicines in full alert. Always along with the doctors only he should eat. where he is alert, doctors are alert. And doctors also, first of all, they should taste, and after that they should check it and allow. And not only this, sometimes medicines, doctor, whatever medicines are giving to king, those medicines also may be so poisoned. That also doctor has to check. From wherever it is brought from the medical shop, inside only medical shops will be there. That medicine is properly so checked or not. He has to properly verify doctor. Then only he should give to the king. So he should brought that medicine and give to the chef. He should give to the chef. So or otherwise, so who is grinding the floor? So you can use him also. You ask them. The doctor should ask the medicine before giving to the king. Check with this chef or the someone who is working in the kitchen to taste that medicine, and if it is working and no problem, then only you should give to the king. And not only medicine, even king is having a habit to drink the liquor at some time. So in that case also, that also has to be checked. Then only he should give. This is the thing. Now to do the barber work, so maybe barbers may come outside. So barbers are coming, and also someone making king to bathe. Whoever is coming, all those has to be properly verified. They should bathe, and they should wear clean clothes, and then only so they should come. That means they should be checked very thoroughly, and also clean clothes. And hands should be very clean. And barber may be bringing the knife. That knife also should be checked. That should be having the seal. Seal should be there. So then only it should be allowed to do that. So the bodyguards has to check that. Okay. Next, what else? Next thing is whoever is doing the massage to the king and making the arrangement for the bed, and who are washing the clothes, and who are making the garlands, all these. So those has to be observed carefully. So bodyguards has to observe them. So here the point is Chanakya is saying all these, that means maid servants, king's maid servants only has to do, not from the outside. That means outside person bringing from the outside is not at all recommended, he is saying. That is the point actually. And even if they are coming from the outside, that means even the shaving also, the maid servants only they should do, who are from the beginning they are there, and not from the outside people. And even if the outside people come, they should be, and in the observation of these maid servants only, they should do the work. This is the point actually he is saying. And whatever is applied for the law, for the king, so to clean his body, the powders, and those powders also, and also the water, whatever they use. So those maid servants first should apply to their body. And because some kind of poison will enter into the body through the just by the skin also. So very strong. That's why these maid servants, they should apply on their body first, on their breast and so on, so by the hands. Then only they should apply to the king. And any foreign goods are coming to this country, that has to be very thoroughly checked before giving to the king. Okay. And sometimes king might be having a recreation. That means some recreation. That means someone might be dancing. Dancers might be dancing or singing. At that time, this kind of dance should not be there. Where so Agni Prayoga is there. That means so dancer is bringing the fire and playing with that, or otherwise some weapons playing. So or otherwise some kind of juice. So keeping some juice on the top in the plate and doing. So this kind of dances should not be allowed. So that is the thing, because there's a good chance to attack through that. And also whatever the dancing time, the singing, the recreation time, the people, that means there's a Kushilevaha, that means the dancers and also the musicians. These are all bringing the different instruments, musical instruments. Those properly checked actually. Otherwise, it should not be allowed. Whenever king is going outside in the palanquin, so at that time also, all those, so palanquin where you're sitting, that should be properly checked. Is there any weapons are kept inside, or otherwise some poison is applied, or some snakes are kept? Anything can happen. So first of all, that should be checked. Then only he should be sitting. Okay. And wherever he is going, for example, he is going to a forest. So first of all, that should be checked. Before that, actually, sometimes he is going to the for the water. That means on that boat riding. So when he is going to the boat riding, so first of all, that boat has to be checked and water has to be checked, and army should be there, his bodyguards, on the both sides of the water. That is the thing. And next, king should not ride the boat which is just driven by the air.
Your screen is blacked out, Prabhu. And we can't hear you.
Prabhu is not connected anymore.
Sorry, Prabhu's actually power off here. So that's why Wi-Fi internet is off. So we got power back. So, okay. So like this, there are the different safety measures are there. Just quickly, I am coming to the end. While he is going boat riding, so at that time also boat should not be having the just It can be having that, what do you say, that cloth. So it is hang because of the where which direction wind blows, so it will go away that direction. That kind of boat you should not ride. So just is giving some safety measures actually. And even any villages he wants to visit, first his bodyguards should go there and verify that place is no threat is there. So then only he should go. And also different things. If he wants to go into the forest, so there different dogs should go before to hand and see that there are any thieves or any so dangerous animals, so are any enemy plants are there, then only after that only he should visit. So these are the different safety measures which has to be taken, and also several mentioned. So but yeah, and also some samanta means a sub king. So he is going to meet, or he is sending some messenger. So that messenger also first has to be checked by the ministers. Then only he should be allowed to meet the king. And sometimes king is going to check the preparedness of the army. Army is when is now just sometimes they do the trials. So like the army, they do the trials. Now let us assume that there is a battle and know how to fight. So such a weaponry, that means the active army when it is there. So he is going to see that and check it. So at that time, he should definitely wear the helmet. And also he should be having the, so full body is protected. And this is the measure he should take care. And whenever he's going out from the palace, so he should be always, so with the at least 2 bodyguards on 2 sides with their weapons. These are the thing. And all these sannyasis, that means jatilas and mundakas, those should not, and also whose body is now in the different shape, like blind people or sometimes lame, dumb. These people should not be in the path of the king, because they might be making the drama, and there's maybe the spy of the other king. So that's why those should be removed out from there. And also sannyasis also removed out, because in the form of jatilas, mundakas, sannyasis, parivrajikas, so many spies will be so standing and doing this, some gathering the information. That's why those should be removed out from the king's path. Whenever he is going, that means into the public all the time. So he should be accompanied with the bodyguards, and also this kind of safety has to be taken care. Also some tourist place, wherever he goes, are there some functions, those has to be properly verified, then only king will be going. So then finally is saying the final statement of this. I'm just quickly coming to the end. Yatha cha yoga purushair anyan rajadi tishtati tata ayamanya vadebhyo rakshet atmanam atmavan. Yoga purusha means secret agents are the spies. So like this king is engaging the various spies on other kings, same way other kings also will be engaging. Not only spies, spy and secret agent is two different. Spy is only collecting the information. Secret agents, they will do the operation also. That means they will bring the poison and they do apply that, or otherwise they will execute some life-threatening plans. So those are known as secret agents actually. So that's why these secret agents, so how he is engaging to kill or to do harm for the important people of the enemy king, the same way. So he also, this king also should understand that he will be also engaged, he will be applied with the secret agents from other enemy kings. So that's why he should be very careful about this, and with full endeavor. He should not be negligent himself. He should not be careless, and he should be always alert and protect himself. He has to protect. So that's why whatever is said here, king himself has to take care of these things. Checking the poison, that means he should observe whenever he's eating, and also he should be taking all these safety measures are properly executed, because now he has to take care himself these things. So like other people are coming and meeting, he has to check, those ministers has to check him, and food also whatever eating, and if wherever he's going, he should go with all the time bodyguards. So that's why Atma Rakshanam. These things which should be done by the king himself. So those things we learned. So thank you very much. We finished this first Adhikarana. Any questions, quick questions, one or two, and then after that. Okay, before questions, I want to say, I think, yeah, so something you might have learned, maybe, or may not be. If may not, then I am sorry for this. So, and if it is something you learn, that's fine. So that will be definitely, you can use it for the service of the Lord. So my planning is for all of that means anyone who is interested from this group, what I want to see that we can see, we are just entering into this, because this is the very, very unknown area. Unknown area means it's there in the scriptures. They say about the king, that is especially administration, different layers we studied actually. From the Indriya Jaya to, we read till that means, so sending the messengers, and so how to collect them. So many things we discussed. So on different aspects we discussed. These things, these are the different measures any administrative work has to follow. Without these things, you cannot protect the devotees, or you cannot protect your community. It's not possible, because you cannot expect that everyone is devotee and Suddha Bhakta and fully unconditional stage and with pure love and always with that. You cannot expect this. It's impossible in this society. So that's why we should be careful, and security is ahar nidra bhaya maitunamcha. So bhaya means rakshana, that means protection. Protection is the part of our need, basic need actually. Is one of the basic need, like food, how it is need. So protection is also very much in need. We have need of that. So that's why the administrative wing should be very powerful. So the dharma should be protected. Protection may be many levels. Protection for the physical body, protection for the philosophy, protection for the dharma, protection for the innocent animals, protection for the various things actually. So protection is needed actually. So for that's why Kshatriyas are needed. Protection is a basic inherent quality of a Kshatriya. So he is not just killing. Killing is not Kshatriyapan. Kshatriyism, that means Kshatriya means the protection actually. So that means not only protection, also he is increasing it. So Vardhanam, and utilizing in a right mean, and also acquiring. So acquiring these things. These are the four major things. And we should here, now you may think how the king is really whatever we studied, this kind of things is applicable. So king means just now you have to have the alliances, like how now example we have seen the good, that means prince, but father is wicked. That means king is wicked and his son is good. Then he is just threatening him. Then in that case, he is earning wealth by his alliances with the different people, and then attacking on the wicked father to get his kingdom back. So similarly, king means he should be potential enough to gather the land and resources. That is the king. So by using his intelligence and by using his power of the. So that's why we need to study the modern setup also, and how to make the alliances with the different organizations and get the things to be done. and so that resources will be coming to us, and tactfully our mission will be going forward, and also we are developing the alliances with the different organizations. So many things are there in the practical way, how to see these things. So much research should be done, and also we should understand these things, these measures, whatever said, the principles, whatever mentioned in this first Adhikarana. So those also we should understand. So from the Bhagavatam, like Sama Beda Dana Danda, Sama Dana Beda Danda. So these are the different things. Whenever that means some spy came into our hand, or there some aggressor is there. So aggressors are Krutya means aggressor, who is having the anger towards the king. So then how to make them towards us? So the different techniques are there. These are all discussed in the different scriptures and with practical examples. So that's why we need to do research. Further, we should develop the curriculum also systematically by referring the Bhagavatam. In Bhagavatam also, there are so many incidents which are dealing these kind of points what we discussed. And also in the Mahabharata, it is there in the Santi Parva, and also in the Ramayanam, it is there. It is also Ramarajyam, how the Rama is ruling, and also to several places, how the kings are behaving. And also in Manusmriti, there is a seventh adhyaya, seventh chapter. There the Rajavritti, that means king's duties, are discussed. So that is a commentary also is there. Like this, several books are there, and finally we should bring out the different materials. So which is useful for our community to train our devotees. So that's why we need a collective work, and we need a group for this to do the different areas and share with us and discuss and try to share, and we can meet once in a while. That means maybe as per need, or otherwise having some time. So keeping some time in a 2 weeks of time, and also someone should study the modern, so the polity, so to understand the existing bureaucracy and political systems, democracy systems. So they should understand and also see the application. That means in the present system, how the principles what we learned from the management to apply and get the resources from the outside people to the benefit of the devotees and developing the communities, how to acquire the land. So what are the rules are there in the present systems? So then how to get the those land using the different methods, and how to get the alliances with the different companies and different NGOs, non-government organizations. They're also like a Kshatriya wings only. Non-government organizations you can see as a Kshatriya wing. So non-government organizations, they are meant for the achieving something in the society. They may be protecting the Ganga, protecting the environment, protecting the some, that means cows. So like this. So there are different organizations are working. They're also like a mini administrators. So they can be, we can have the alliances. Then what is how the different organizations are functioning, and what is their way of doing things, and how we can also get the things from them. So like this, we should also develop the so like this. Sorry for disturbance, because the power is coming and going. Maybe some problem last day, I don't know. So this is a problem. So what I'm saying. So like that, we have to explore the things actually. This is the thing, and also we should develop the curriculum, which should be useful for training temple persons, which should be useful, and also should target the future. That means communities for that In the Varnashrama college, we should develop the curriculum for the Kshatriyas training, and we should develop the training program for the temple presidents so that they should be capable enough to administrate. That means deal the things so that they can acquire the administrative qualities and deal the existing current society and get the resources and how to working with the that means non-ISKCON entities and organizations closely, and how to do that. So this thing, and next one more thing is for the children, for the gurukuls, and also we should, who are less than 15 years age, so those will be in the gurukuls, and for them what kind of curriculum we should develop, keeping these three things as a target from the various books. With these objectives we need to do work. So this is the immediate, actually it's emergency for the project situation, actually, because to develop and to make the things progress, to move, strengthen our movement, we need this kind of resource and research and training and education. So let us have the so volunteers, so who are ready to first put down all your hands down, put down your hands. Okay, now I'm asking whoever is interested to work with this on these areas, so we can make a small group and we can, they can raise the hands. Yes, we have, how many? So you can Adhikarana Prabhu, you can note. Yes. Now we have the nine members team. So you can note the Sri Govind Prabhu. Okay, first one is Gaur Sundar Prabhu, Kala Rupa Prabhu, and we are
Vrajananda.
Vrajanandan Prabhu, and Bhakta Banlipo. Okay, and Uday, and okay, you are ready? Virendra Kumar. Virendra. Next, Sri Govind Prabhu. Sri Govind Prabhu. And next, Kishore. That means Dhruva Prabhu, I think. Kishore means Kishore Dongri. Dhruva Prabhu, your name is Dhruva, na? Kishore Dongri. I think Kishore Dongri. And
yes,
finally,
yes.
Meghavarna.
Yes, Dhruva.
Yeah, Meghavarna. Okay, I will break down the task and I will give differently to the different. So we can do, and wherever you need some help, and we can also have the little meetings also, what we are doing, we can share. And so it can be that means that work can be on your name only. So, but we'll be guiding you. So that, but thing is, it will be useful for everyone. It should be useful for everyone. So that is the thing. Take this some area and do the research, and definitely your name will be there. And that is for, and it should be utilized for our society development. And who else are there? So apart from these 8 members, anyone is there? Okay. Okay, thank you very much. So any questions or comments finally?
Yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Vrajananda Das is speaking, Pranam. So there is a very important fold of our studies. It is actually the actual group of leaders we have in ISKCON. This also should be maybe a study if they are actually in their real position. So all of that thing should be also studied, isn't it?
Repositioning, you are saying?
Actually, we should also study the position.
We should. Existing things what we can do. So we have to go very in a tactful way and nice way. The thing is, give the education. Actually, best thing is many times we try to come up with the, oh, this person is not doing, this person is not doing that. This best thing is, and ultimately it will end up with the dispute only. Dispute. Best is educate them. Educating. That's why prepare the proper curriculum and proper system, training system, and educate them so that they can easily learn and they can progress. So it's the best way actually. Instead of re-exercising on the things, best is education. And wherever there is still something is there, so that has to be rectified. First is education, then after that control. If which is not educated, then control should be done. That is a way to deal. Just pointing out the lackings is anyway, it is not going to give any best solution. Best solution will come by the giving education, and who are not being educated, those has to be controlled by the some other way. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Krishna Kirti, Prabhu. Can you unmute? Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
First
Krishna.
of all, I just want to thank you very much for a wonderful series of classes. I've always heard of Kautilya Arthaśāstra, and
Thank you, bro.
you hear about it, you have reverence for it, but it's really wonderful. Your presentation was very wonderful and very enlivening. Two things. One,
Yes,
as I had mentioned in one of the classes before, I've actually worked for the government and in secret and top secret areas. And I would say 70, 80, even 90% of the things you're teaching just in this first Adhikarana are applicable. We're actually taught, because I'm dealing with secrets, I'm actually given training on how to identify the spies and their techniques, what they're coming, and we get regular training on those things. And everything you're talking about, everything you mentioned, that John mentions, that's pretty much valuable today.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
So it's also very practical, very useful things that we should know. And the second thing I wanted to mention is that I'm just way overbooked, although I would otherwise love to participate and assist you in your effort here. But
we need you as advisor. Where we need some help, so we'll ask you. So we can be, but maybe you are already having a lot of drive. Actually, you are driving big mission. So definitely a lot of things are there in your plate. But you can be as advisor, so it will be good actually.
Yeah. Well, one thing I am working on that would be of a direct interest to your effort is it's in the Anvikshita area, the Anvikshiki area, and two things I'm mainly working on right now, especially dealing with Arthaśāstra. These are the studies. And, kind of what drives us are like some of the big questions we have in our society. How do you understand Srila Prabhupada? How do you understand science? How do you understand things?
Interpretation of the sentences, like Purvamimamsa, utilizing the sutras.
Purvamimamsa, definitely. This is something I've been directly studying. One interesting thing, just for your information, and you probably are well aware of it, is that when the British were here, British judges had to actually decide cases of Hindu law. So many Indian scholars, they actually translated a lot of literature, like the Mimamsa and the Dharma Shastras, into English, for their sake. So there's a lot of literature out there that's actually ready available in Hindi and English and whatever like that. That's really thing. But in any case, the Praman Shastra is probably my primary thing that I'm working on right now. And we have our ISKCON India Scholars Board thing. So we definitely want to be in contact with you. And, anything that you can share, any material you can contribute, you want to showcase, and, we can make that available to the ISKCON India leaders. We're kind of like, our institution is kind of like, it's a place at the table, for kind of like, so we want to just, kind of like be a representative conduit for any kind of like Shastra things, for training, teaching, any issues like that. So, we're willing to kind of like go to bat for you on this, give a platform for anyone who wants to take advantage of that. And of course, my last thing I want to do is I want to make a practical suggestion for those of us who aren't going to be able to like invest time specifically in this. If you could create some sort of like online forums, like a mailing list, telegram or telegraph group or something like that, so that we can at least be in touch. I would really love to be in touch on the Arthaśāstra. I really would like, and that would be like a connection between me and you all.
I will create one more group, because now we have group of 140 members. I think many may not be active, so I will create the new group and send the invitation, so to be in touch with us for more about the Arthaśāstra, so they can join, so that this group may not be so active, so that fresh group can be active. So who are interested and who at least attended maybe 4 classes, 5 classes, because of different reasons, they may not able to continue till now, but still they want to continue their connection with us. So then I think I'll create the separate another group by inviting. Just I'll send invitation, voluntarily they can join, and we can have the
I know that when I'm studying, I run across things that would be of a direct interest to this effort. It always comes across my thing, whenever, we're doing research, discussion, it definitely comes. So I would love to have that, be able to have like that platform where I can share and also hear from you all.
Yes, Prabhu. Sure, Prabhu. I will do that. So, Nathanishta Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanurpram.
Yes, Prabhu.
Actually, first I am very much thankful you have taken a lot of initiative and you are fulfilling the desires of your spiritual master. Very much highly indebted,
fulfill the desire of
because
Srila Prabhupada.
now, yes, through your Guru Maharaj, definitely, obviously, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. There is no doubt about that. And I am also, kindly excuse me, because now all 7 days you are taking classes. So 5 days I am available since Monday to Friday, even Friday also I have to preach, and Saturday and Sunday. Rigorous book distribution we are doing. Just I wanted to share that we have distributed more than 200 books within 2 days. So
very nice, bro.
From the point of view book distribution, ISKCON is doing nice, and devotees are also doing nice, but kindly excuse us for at least just for Sunday and for Friday. Rest day I will try to come. Whatever session you take, it doesn't matter for me. I want to take more and more teachings from you, and more knowledge I want to increase. So as soon as I think I am available, I join your class. So that is that is my motto. Second, you had shared one link of SWOT. So that I very much appreciate that now, because you are trying to educate the people, to educate the devotees of ISKCON, that they will have skills, and you also want to start one ashram college, definitely, and things will take shape. It may take some time, but definitely it will take shape, and you are very much determined also. So definitely your enthusiasm is also very good. So just I wanted to ask one question, that if suppose any devotee, if he wants to take some weapons like sword and all, and if he is not that much sense, he is not having that much sense control, so he can misuse that type of weapons also, because that is Kali Prabhu. So how can we think in that manner? Means from myself I am asking, because I am not that much dhira, or I don't have that much sense control. Generally, Kali age. So what will you suggest from that point of view? I don't have any training also.
Yeah. So self-defense is basic. That means, example, recently, a few months back, so in Bangladesh, our devotees are attacked, and they did the brutal murder actually. Completely, they with the weapons they attacked with the knife and they broken his head, and they did very mercilessly. So things will not come to by inviting. That means by the after invitation they don't come, this kind of calamities. So we have to be careful. So that's why this is the initiative to make the people confident. At least they should be fear, others will be fear of, so having instruments with us. But one thing is, yeah, you are saying the training is not there, so then how? So that's why we need the training centers also. With this same thing we were discussing, we need to have the common training programs, like other RSS is doing the training for their own people by how to play with the danda, that means a stick. So playing with the stick, and also some weapons they teach. That is also needed. Prabhupada also said, our devotees has to be taught how to kill. If you want, I can show that quote also. So devotees, they should learn how to kill also. That not everyone, he also says, not everyone, certain people. And also he says, it's not that we are unnecessarily going and killing. If someone comes and attacking on us, we are not simply chanting holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, and let them do whatever they want. No. We have to, if they are giving kick, then kick has to be given to them. So this is the thing actually. Otherwise, how can you protect dharma? Dharma is, Chanakya also is saying. So dharma is even Bhagavad dharma or any dharma. It will be protected by the sword only, by the rod of chastisement. So now this is important. So to create the awareness, we are asking this is to have, and we will plan, and at least you can have, and you can have the confidence now. Maybe one or two few people, they may misuse it. Misusing you can do even with many weapons are there. Even in your house, knife is there. You can misuse. Knife is not a big thing actually. This sword is also not a big thing. And in your kitchen, knife is not there. Is there or not? Are you misusing that? How many times you attacked with anyone? So, and also there is a license. You will be getting the license also from that. They are not giving like that. So we are trying to get, but license will be given, and also they will ask the basic training also to give basic instructions. Obviously, this kind of risk will be there. Otherwise, if someone is attacking, then what you will do? Oh, so if even he has such a scarcity, that means he's scared that much. He cannot have any control, and he can use the same sword on himself or on his own people. Then, yeah, they may not need to keep, because everyone is not in position actually. Maybe some who are having the courage and who are having some control, so those can keep. Like if that means is like a child, that means, or someone is over uncontrolled when he is having anger. So, and the family members is getting angry, and now he took out that sword and he chopped off his wife. You are saying this thing, no? I think.
Yes, Prabhu, yes, actually, training and self-control, both things are very much needed.
Yeah.
I am afraid of this point only.
But what do you say then? Someone is coming and taking away your wife. What do you do then at that time?
I will kill by sword only. There is no doubt about that.
That's why sword is needed now.
Right.
So
sword is needed. That it is. But if anyone will give me training.
Yeah, control is needed actually. That's why my point is, yeah, definitely control is needed. So one should be by studying the Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita and stories of the various kings. So they are not using the rod just like that chastisement of the rod of chastisement. They are not using unnecessarily. So that will come by just studying their stories. So how they are controlled also. Like you see in the Parishit Maharaj case, he is having this sword. He could have chopped off that Brahmana boy who gave curse immediately. And how he is controlled and accepted the curse. So we should learn how to use the weapon from the Bhagavatam and also from the Mahabharata, from the various pastimes on the heroes, kings. Okay. Only thing is
Understood.
Yeah.
One more thing, Prabhu, that I belong to Brahmana Varna. Just somewhat my nature is Kshatriya also. So I am a mixed breed. Means I think for myself only. So how should I decide whether should I act from Brahmana point of view or whether should I act from Kshatriya point of view?
You have to consult the expert. Like you see, you have to give exposed to the training. Now we are simply calculating that Kshatriya means some aggressiveness is there, then it's Kshatriya. And some kind of, that means intelligence is there, then it's Brahmana. That is not sufficient. Only one or two qualities, no. So even Sudras also engaged in fighting because they are also courageous. They are ready to give their life, but they cannot be Kshatriya. So there is simple that pedestrian army. So the simple army, that is. So Sudras also taken to fight in the army. But so that's a Kshatriya means you should know the definition fully. And also Brahmana means you should know properly. And who will know? The teacher will know. And also, that is a Varnashrama college. We are trying to develop the curriculum. And curriculum is open to everyone. That means open to means anyone can join, but written test will be there. Are they any test? Not only written test, screening will be there. Screening will be done and then they will be allowed to study. So that's why for screening, everyone is allowed. So then you will be coming to know. So that's why it is a research team is going to do research now. Kshatriya means understanding thoroughly should happen. So thoroughly we should understand. Kshatriya means not just aggressiveness, giving protection. How to protect his own people also he should know. Not just having the ability to kill the army of enemy. Killing enemy is not sufficient to become a king or the administrator. He should be knowing how to protect his own people also. And not only several things, he should be controlled in senses. And so many things are there which are discussed in the different books. So that's why now the research team has to figure it out, all the qualities, needed qualities. And what is the checking, that means screening, how it can be done. So that also will make the plan for that. Then that will be applied to the everyone and we can easily check. Like in the MSET, like in the engineering, you cannot, everyone is open to do engineering, but qualification for that, you'll be screened. Some initial screening exam will be there, then only you will be allowed to study. So Prabhupada is saying these are all things in his conversations. How to decide Varna. Then he said that have a screening test and how to revive the society. How the modern demonic people, these scientists and so on. So these people, modern people, they are having the colleges. Then you also have the college and you train people according to the Vedic culture, dharma and bhakti. So that's why we should learn from the outside society also several things, how to handle the things.
So Prabhu, should I, means before purchasing any weapon, means firstly should I be trained? Means how to execute the things and all, means that is what.
Weapon, actually you don't purchase. You have confusion, then don't purchase. Okay. If you have confusion, then you should not purchase. Yeah.
That means in this manner.
Yeah.
Definitely, suppose I want to learn something, but the thing is that I don't know how to tackle with that weapon. Means I don't know how to use that weapon.
Yeah.
Firstly, I should get training.
Yes. If you have a weapon, then only you can have training. If weapon is not there, then where you can train? If you don't have your car, then where you learn? If you don't have your own bicycle, then where you learn? So that's the first of all should get desire. That means I should protect myself. And I should, if there is a need, I should ready to protect my family members. And you cannot just expect that when the danger will come. a danger will not come by giving invitation to you. So even our temples also should have this. Prabhupada himself said actually. So like you see in Mayapur, the dacoits attacked and so much loss happened. And so Bhakti Ram Maharaj lost his leg also. So, and time is advancing, and who are becoming envious towards your activities, who knows? And what will happen? That way security measures, and people also will get fear by knowing that you are having the weapon in your hands. Lot of advantage will be there. Nobody will raise so much high in your house also. If you have a weapon, your family members also will be in your control.
But
Just I'm joking.
sometimes incident happens that father has shooted her means her son or her daughter just to satisfy her ego. So that is Kali Yuga also. Both things are mixed. Means
Kali Yuga means any Yuga it is there, Prabhu. If you have a knife, you are cutting vegetables, your maybe hand will be cut. And you, by the fear of this, won't you do the cutting of vegetables? You are traveling on the road by the vehicle and there will be accident. Did you stop traveling on the road?
okay.
There are so many things in your life. There is maybe any time earthquake will come and fall on in your head. That building. Why you are staying in the building? Stay under the tree. How can you trust that? How can you expect these things?
And Prabhuji, weapon will be kept inside the room, inside the house. But if I am going outside, then I will not be having any weapon.
They are giving one more knife. This was small knife also they are giving. Dagger. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. So let us take any others. Others have any comments or anything?
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
in this it is written that how a king can protect himself, but if a king is only crooked, then how he can means if he wants to kill Amatyas or Purohits, his only Purohits, then how Amatyas and Amatyas and Purohits protect himself?
Acha, that will come in the next Adhikaranas. So this is for a good king. This book is written. And how to demolish that's Brahmana's duty actually. If king is very bad, then how to demolish him. That is another subject. Okay. That's the duties of the Brahmana or the Amatyas. How they should act is come next. They will come all those Adhikaranas. Amatyas, how they should protect from the bad king. Those will come in the later sections. Okay. Thank you very much. Any other questions or comments? If not, so we'll be meeting once again in our next course. Yes, Prabhu Krishna.
One thing, Prabhu, you shouldn't be thanking us. We should be thanking you.
No, Prabhu, I should thank all of you because I got opportunity to share something and I'm also getting conference and at least, so I'm seeing the lot of devotees are encouraging and attending class that is giving the encouragement to do proper service with conference actually. So that is the thing. That's why I'm so much happy. So by seeing all of you till.
Your presentation was nectar. I enjoyed every day of it. I look forward to hearing more from you about it and getting the association of all my colleagues here, to hear from you.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Okay, so now we'll end here our class. So today we took a little extra time. Sorry for this. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anant Koti Vaishnav Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari.
Hari Bol.